These are all the Anta PG7 shoes. This is the most popular one, the PG7 2, and then this is the PG7 Plus. On some platforms, they call it the Anta 6. And next, we have the PG7 Pro, the PG7 Ultra, also called Champion 4, and finally, the PG7 2S, or Ultimate Cushioning. I bought and tested them all so you don't have to guess. After the success of the original PG7 shoes, Anta has really milked this midsole, tweaking the foam and upper to create many more shoes. When you begin to look at all these PG7s on different platforms, they can be overwhelming and confusing. And many people will wonder which is best. Which one should I buy? In order to clarify that, I bought, tested and compared all 5 Anta PG7 shoes to create a clear distinction so that you know what each shoe is about. After watching this video, you will be clear whether you want any of these shoes and which of them is best for you depending on your preferences. So sit back and relax and I'll take you through all 5 shoes in a jiffy. The PG7 is a nitrogen-infused EVA foam. Because EVA rubber is cheap, all shoes fall into the affordable range. But to be honest, the performance for a good number of them are not budget. A few surprises in here. Now let's get down to it. The stack and drop of all these shoes are not available on the Anta website. But the good thing is that since I have all 5 shoes together, it was easy for me to measure and compare them. All shoes are similarly priced, between $60 to $90 depending on the platform. Now let's look at individual shoes and find out what makes each one different. I will start with this one, the PG7 2. This is the most popular shoe of them all, the PG7 2. I made a full video of this, which you can also find on my channel here. The midsole for this one is soft, but not squishy soft. You may say that this one kind of rides firm when you compare to the others because this is the firmest foam of all the PG7 shoes. This one has quite a high arch. In size 11, this weighs 334 grams. It has good cushion with moderate rebound. Pretty nice toe box room in this also. The arch support in this one is prominent. For some people, they may feel it's intrusive, especially when you get the shoe straight out of the box. But after a while, they soften and become comfortable, but you will still feel the high arch. So those who have high arch feet, this one will fit better. This shoe is ideal for just easy, comfortable runs. Now let's look at when Anta now has begun to tweak this foam, the PG7, to create something better. Let's look at this one, the Tron 6 or the PG7 Plus. This shoe has 2 unique features compared to the rest of the shoes on this lineup. The first one is that it has a dual density midsole. If you look closely here, you will see a different color in the middle of the shoe. And then if you touch it, you notice that there's just tiny bit of a difference between this and this foam here in the middle. Anta describes it as enhanced cushioning core that delivers softer landings and stronger rebound for smoother strides. And truly, this shoe is softer than the PG7 2 and much bouncier. This one weighs 338 grams in the same size US 11, so it is just 4 grams heavier than the PG7 2. However, it is much more responsive. The ride is very smooth, softer, and much more responsive than the PG7 2. Another unique feature of this shoe compared with the rest is that it is kind of slicker. They designed it like this for better aerodynamics so that it can make a faster run. So the weight of this and the PG7 2 is just about the same. However, this one is softer and has a much higher rebound. Again, the arch support in this one is less prominent. So those who have flatter, regular to narrow feet are going to get a very nice fit in this. Despite the fact that it looks sleek and narrow, for me that always wear medium width shoes, this was still very much accommodating. Despite being relatively narrow, this shoe is still quite stable. So I will say this shoe is ideal for those with regular to narrow feet, low arch, and those seeking a balance of cushion, support, and response. The next shoe on this lineup is the PG7 Pro. The underfoot feel of these 2 shoes, the Tron 6 and the PG7 Pro, are very close. However, this one is plusher because the stack height is higher than the Tron 6. And again, this one has a thicker, softer insole. So what you get from this is a super plush feel. The underfoot feel of this is comparable to the Asics Gel Nimbus 25. And it also feels almost as responsive as the Tron 6. So it still gives a smooth, bouncy ride. But it is heavier. This one is weighing 348 grams in the same size. So this is 10 grams heavier than the Tron 6 and about 14 grams heavier than the PG7 2. One outstanding feature of this shoe is the upper. So soft, well padded and plush. It molds so closely around the feet, giving a kind of sock-like fit. On the flip side, all the padding and the thickness of the upper makes this not breathable. This is ideal for winter and cold environments. If you are walking around, this one gives the best comfort underfoot. So for all these shoes here on this table, if I want one shoe that I want to use as a comfortable all-day wear, I feel this is the best choice. Because of the softness and the decent arch support, it's also good for those who are prone to plantar fasciitis. However, due to its weight, it is only suitable for slower, easy runs. And now, let's talk about the PG7 2S. I also have a full review of this shoe, which you can also see the video here on my channel. This has the highest stack of all the PG7 shoes. This is higher than the Puma Magmax and the Pop Blaze 5. If you put the insole and outsole, the height of this shoe should be crossing 50 millimeters. And looking at the midsole, of course, you can see that this is a super stout shoe. It is also the heaviest of all the 5 shoes here, weighing 358 grams in my size US 11. Of course, that is expecting, considering the huge volume of midsole you have in this. It's not just that the stack is high, it also has the widest platform of all the shoes here. So you expect a pretty decent weight. On feet, they feel feathery soft. They are the softest of all the shoes on this platform. They feel just like the New Balance More V5. I didn't say V6 because V6 is slightly firmer than the V5. This one has a very light, breathable upper, so very great for summer and hot environments. Because of the huge weight of these shoes, this is ideal for those with wider feet, heavier runners, and those seeking a super soft, plush, and responsive running experience. At 358 grams, this is the heaviest of all the shoes here. However, it runs better than some of these shoes like PG7 Pro and the PG7 2 because of the greater rebound you get out of this. And the last but not the least, the Anta PG7 Ultra or the Champion 4. This is the surprise of this series. I was amazed as soon as I laced these shoes up and stepped onto the road. It's still an EVA foam, but unlike all the other foams here, the PG7 Ultra is supercritically foamed. And that made this one so much lighter and bouncier than all the other shoes here. They are by far the lightest of the series. In this size US 11, these are weighing just 285 grams, approximately the same weight as the Asics Nova Plus 5. They are almost 50 grams lighter than the next lightweight of these shoes, PG7 2. And then when you put these on the feet, they feel so light. The underfoot feel is soft, but not squishy soft. This kind of feels like the Clifton 10 on a budget. They are 8 grams lighter in the same size. Probably minimally softer than the Clifton 10, but the overall vibe is very close. Standing on this, the Champion 4 is minimally higher than the Clifton 10, so this shoe is definitely above 42 millimeters. Feels like an 8 to 10 millimeter heel-to-toe drop. Anta said these are designed for medium to long runs, up to 20 kilometers. And I agree. My first run in this was a 26 kilometer run. I did a 15 kilometer tempo pace, a 5 millimeter easy pace, and then a 6 kilometer cool down walking pace. On all runs, they delivered excellently. The ride is smooth, well cushioned, light, and very bouncy. Notice that the platform of this shoe is also very wide. Even the middle here, where most shoes narrow, it remains pretty wide. The result is that your feet feel fully supported and relaxed. The arch support is not prominent like what you get in most of these shoes. It feels just right. So this shoe is pretty stable. The toe box is very wide. Notice that this has to squeeze a little for me to get a better fit in the toe box. So those who have wide feet are going to have very nice fit in this one. The very good cushion and response, as well as the lightweight, make these shoes very versatile. This shoe is ideal for regular to wide feet. Both heavy or lightweight runners are going to enjoy it. And also, anybody seeking versatility on a budget, this is one of your best options. It's easily my favorite of the PG7 series. In summary, in terms of stack height, they go like this. The lowest stack is the Tron 6, then the PG7 2, the PG7 Pro, the PG7 Ultra, and then the PG7 2S. In terms of softness, they go this way. The softest is the PG7 2S, next is the PG7 Pro, then the Tron 6, the Champion 4, and finally the PG7 2, which is the firmest foam compared to all the shoes. Now, if we talk about the weight of the shoes, they also go in a different direction. The heaviest, of course, is the biggest one, the PG7 2S. The next is the PG7 Pro, then the Tron 6, the PG7 2, and then the lightest is the PG7 Ultra. Those who prefer a firmer ride, this will be the best option. Those who want super stacked, plush, and responsive ride will go for the 2S. If you want a super comfortable one for all-day wear and in cold conditions, you go for the PG7 Pro. If you have narrower feet, the Tron 6 will be the best fit for you. If you want one shoe that can do a lot for you, this is one of them. So in terms of versatility, the Champion 4 is the best. I think that's it for this one, guys. I hope I've been able to help you get some kind of clarity about all these Anta PG7 shoes. Once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so, and see you in the next video.